Feel that gnawing frustration, the burnout that creeps in when your team, scattered across time zones, can't seem to pull together. The constant fights with tools, the misreads in messages, the endless loop of missed connections. Every second lost feels like a punch in the gut. It's brutal. You thought remote meant freedom, but all you get is chaos disguised as collaboration. Deadlines slip, visions blur, trust erodes. You're drowning in noise, while your product dreams hang by a thread. There's nothing more enraging than knowing the talent is there, but the machine grinds gears or falls apart because your team isn't truly a team, not really. Listen carefully. This isn't about giving up on remote work or pretending in-person is magic. It's about ripping the mask off the myth that remote collaboration will just happen if you throw people onto Zoom calls and Slack channels. It won't. If your remote product teams aren't unbeatable yet, it's because you're missing the secret sauce, and it's hidden in what no one talks about. Raw, deliberate connection and ruthless clarity in your bonds. This is a call to drop the comfortable illusions of collaboration and get brutal with how your teams link up. Step 1. Stop juggling tools. Every new chat app, project tracker, or whiteboard adds noise and friction. Pick one system and own it until it runs smoother than the blood in your veins. Make every update, every ping, every file fight your battleground for clarity. Demand discipline like a drill sergeant. If a message could mean the downfall of a sprint, it needs crystal precision. No fluff, no ambiguity. Teach your team to own their words and read others like life depends on it, because it does. Step 2. Burn hierarchies to ash. Remote kills old school org charts by default. That's not a bug, it's a weapon. Turn your team into a network of equals tied by shared missions, not titles. When founders, engineers, designers act like sovereign stars linked by trust and brutal respect, magic happens. Remove gatekeepers who hoard info or decisions. Flood your project with radical transparency and make every person accountable like they're alone on the front line, but backed by a machine that moves as one. Step 3. Forge rituals that are unbreakable. Zoom meetings and Slack threads can feel like noise, unless they become sacred. Start daily stand-ups that aren't box-ticking but lightning strikes of shared intent. Bake in emotional check-ins so no one's battle-scarred alone. Celebrate wins. Loudly, weirdly, wildly. Because when the world is distant and cold, the team's heartbeat must be louder than ever. Rituals create invisible steel cables across miles. Step 4. Obsess over asynchronous flow, but don't let it become a black hole for responsiveness. The raw power of remote teams is that work happens 24/7, but unused power is wasted power. Set ruthless windows for responses and decision cycles. Trust accelerates when nobody waits days for clarity. Teach your team to own their time, but respect the team's momentum more. Deadlines are sacred, but so is the chain reaction of instant collaboration. Step 5. Prioritize people like they are your product's lifeblood, because they are. Remote crushes human connection, but it can also amplify it if you fight for it daily. Encourage vulnerability. Create safe channels for frustration, for ideas, for fears. Source feedback ferociously and act on it like your launch depends on it, because the only thing that does. Leadership must become emotional anchors, relentless in their care, fierce in their protection of culture. This is no comfort zone. Remote won't build unbeatable product teams by accident. It demands obsession with connection, clarity, and culture beyond the old rules of work. Tear down assumptions that distance kills trust. It doesn't, if you fight harder for it than ever. Your remote team can become a merciless engine for innovation, but only if you build a network where every person knows their laser role, feels their vital pulse, and moves as one unbeatable force. Now, drop what doesn't serve this mission. Strip away useless complexity. Lock in on these brutal truths. Build your network of stars, armed with tools they master, rituals that bind, and respect that never wavers. Your product, your future, your team's unstoppable force depend on it. Stop surviving remote collaboration. Dominate it.